Right, this is the underside of the printer, still doing the LDO Nitehawk-SB modification. If I pan over to here, these are all the wires that the Nitehawk-SB eliminates. This is 14 wires that goes to the tool head. This is 2 wires that goes to the tool head for the NeoPixel LEDs. This is actually my Y end stop that I wired separately. This is the breakout board that the Umbilical and the NeoPixel both go into. And then all the other wires here come out of that board. And these are all the thermistor on the hot end, the nozzle heating. This is the extruder motor wire. All these wires are made redundant going to the umbilical system. So if you look at the control board, a lot of stuff over here has been removed. So, and also the extruder motor. So what got added is this. This is a 3D printed that does not come with the kit. My friend printed it for me. So it's a little case that holds the PCB that takes 24 volts in from the power supply. I doubled up on one of the voltage lines and then used a unused ground line to run the 24 volts to it. Then it's got a USB-C connector that goes up into the Raspberry Pi. The other side is where the umbilical connects. So the umbilical connects here. It's powered here, and then here it communicates with the Raspberry Pi, which then communicates with the control board instead of having all those individual wires. So pretty much got the bottom side here straightened out. This plate I will probably remove for one that my friend printed for me that has a notch in it. So when it goes in there, the umbilical cable fits in that notch because it will run down the back outside of the machine. Because my prior video, which I still haven't posted, I'll post it along with this one, where I just kind of ran into a nightmare. I was not happy running the umbilical the way that they suggest in the Chaotic Lab carbon fiber gantry. That just seemed to be putting a lot of stress on the cable, and I wasn't very happy with it. So hopefully the umbilical will reach all the way down the back of the printer and under here to reach this point. I'm not sure if it will or not. So I've still got more taking this printer on its feet and then off its feet again. I've got the umbilical just hanging right now from the tool head. I probably should have unhooked it, but it's not much weight and it's zip tied to the support, so it's not actually pulling on the connector. So yeah, hopefully that much wire will be able to go all the way to the back of the printer, down the back of the printer, and then up to here. I'm not sure if it will or not, although the design of the part for here and the part that will hold the bowden tube and the umbilical I believe was made specifically for the Nitehawk-SB, I think, or that actually might have been the mount that I put on the tool head. I'm getting a little bit confused now because I'm doing so many mods here at once. The carbon fiber gantry, the Nitehawk. Yeah, and the umbilical. They're all three separate, kind of separate things, so. Hopefully it'll work out. I still haven't put my covers on the wire runs because I'm still have things to do. I'm not sure if I will be able to run the I guess the umbilical might fit through here. It might be too thick, but I might be able to like just cut one of these plastic teeth off. So when it comes out down here, it can go through this channel and maybe up into this channel. Although actually, because this power wire, there's not going to be enough room for it to go in this wire channel, I don't think. But we'll see. That's kind of the next step. I just had to take a break because it was a bit of work pulling the wires out and straightening the wires, and I ended up moving this board down as far as I could go to get this board in between the Pi and the controller board. Because it's got power coming in, it's just clearing this USB-C angled cable. So I would have liked to push this further down, but I'm limited by this. It's like a ribbon cable. It's 4 wires, 3 red positive and 1 black ground that come off the power supply and hook to the bottom of the controller board. What I could do if I really wanted to move this down another ½ inch or so, which would be ideal, and then move this so it's not just barely clearing the Raspberry Pi, is to just take this 4 wire ribbon apart and just make my own. Just do 4 individual wires. They don't have to be tied together in a ribbon cable style. I could just use a zip tie, and then I could make them a couple inches longer so they weren't stretched to the max. And they'd also kind of be more of a round bundle than a flat bunch of wires that takes up more space than a round cable, because it's obviously in a straight line instead of doubled up wires. So that's most of the bottom done.